If you don't already know what the Dunning-Kruger effect is, here's a little description. The Dunning-Kruger effect is a cognitive distortion in which people with low levels of competence in an area tend to overestimate their knowledge and skills. They also have difficulty with critical thinking, may not realize their mistakes, and don't like to admit them. The low level of ability of such people is often combined with an overestimated self-esteem. At the same time, really smart, capable, talented, competent people may, on the contrary, estimate their achievements and abilities too low and think that they are worse than they are. Doesn't the first part of this description remind you of narcissists? Narcissists love to praise themselves, think their opinion is the only correct one, love to exaggerate their own achievements, and hang regalia and titles on themselves that do not correspond to their real level. Any attempt to point this out to the narcissist ends in aggression, resentment, or even revenge on his part. Victims of narcissists often turn out to be much more capable, intelligent, and talented than narcissists, but they can also be affected by the Dunning-Kruger effect, only from the opposite side. Victims think that they are worse than they are. Add to this the fact that the narcissist is constantly working to lower the victim's self-esteem and reduce the importance of their abilities and accomplishments, especially if the narcissist envies his victim, realizing that she is objectively better than he is. The link between narcissism and the Dunning-Kruger effect is obvious. Both phenomena are associated with a distortion of self-esteem and an inability to adequately assess one's skills and knowledge. In the narcissist, it causes inflated self-esteem. In the victim, it causes low self-esteem. One of the most noticeable expressions of this relationship in the narcissist is his confidence in his validity and competence, even in areas in which he has little experience or knowledge. For example, a narcissist may consider himself or herself an expert in scientific matters without having the proper education or understanding of basic scientific principles. I give several examples of this inadequate assessment of one's own abilities in the book Narcissist, Victim, Rebirth. These two phenomena, narcissism and the Dunning-Kruger effect, can reinforce each other. The narcissist, feeling the need for validation of his exceptionalism, tends to overestimate his abilities and accomplishments. The Dunning-Kruger effect, in turn, fuels this confidence because the person does not see the real picture. Thus, the narcissist can get into a vicious circle when he stubbornly denies responsibility for his own mistakes. Every small victory strengthens his confidence in his rightness and inflates his ego to incredible proportions, and criticism from others is perceived solely as envy or incompetence. At the same time, the narcissist hardly develops because of his inability to think critically and take responsibility. This brings problems not only to the narcissist, but also to everyone around him. Individuals who suffer from the combination of narcissism plus the Dunning-Kruger effect often become a source of misinformation, spread false beliefs, and impose erroneous opinions on those around them. They may hold positions of responsibility where they make important decisions based on misperceptions, resulting in negative consequences for both organizations and society as a whole. And, of course, it's no secret that this behavior precludes the ability to build an adequate relationship with anyone, much less build a healthy love relationship. We've already established that narcissists are often affected by the Dunning-Kruger effect. So if it seems to you that you are nothingness near a narcissist, that he is better than you, and that it would be hard for you without him, And that's how you explain to yourself why you continue to live with this person and tolerate his behavior, then most likely you are also under the influence of this effect, but from the opposite side of it. Think about this very carefully. You are no worse than the narcissist, and you are likely much better than him, but you need to heal yourself and your self-esteem. In the book Narcissist, Victim, Rebirth, you'll find a step-by-step method for rebuilding yourself after narcissistic abusive behavior, and you'll also find the answer to the question, what's keeping you in this toxic relationship for so long? Remember this important thought. You are absolutely not worse than a narcissist, and you can live happily ever after.